some errands. Please tidy up this place. Wow, how did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
In the headlines for
Tonight's newscast, BTL hosts a press conference to explain rationale behind the potential acquisition of Smart. Social partner senators say they do not support BTL's plans to acquire Smart and cable companies. And we sit down with the mayor of Belmopan, who told us about city security following the murder of Mark Gabriel. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
That is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Welcome to Plus News for Friday, January 9th. I am LJ Wade. Today, after weeks of backlash from social partners and the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Belize Telemedia Limited held a press conference to explain the company's rationale behind the proposed acquisition of SpeedNet Smart, along with Centaur, Central Television and Internet, and Southern Cable Network. The press conference comes just one day after the Belize Chamber of Commerce held their press conference, raising concerns regarding the proposed acquisition. In yesterday's press conference, the Belize Chamber of Commerce raised several key concerns, including a lack of transparency, potential risks to public funds, possible negative impacts on consumers and businesses, and what is described as a perceived conflict of interest. Today, Chairman of BTL's Board of Directors, Mark Lizarraga, stated that nothing is set in stone, but that the conversation started as a means to provide better service to the people of Belize. Lizarraga stated that the merger would bring better savings to the consumers.
We want to be able to provide the people of this country 99.99% of time. So we need redundancy, and we have redundancy, and we've been investing in redundancy. But if you look around the country, I'll give you the visual examples. You see one tower here, and one next tower right beside it. One for us, one for Smart. I ask you to look at any of the poles on the street, and you'll see a multitude of cables that are totally unnecessary, because we have all of this that could go through one little cable this size. So what has happened is that the industry has overcapitalized, has become inefficient as a result of that, really, because it's wasted resources. And who pays for all of this overcapitalization and this duplication of resources? It's the consumer. So the whole move from way back in 2018 was to see how we could consolidate and become more efficient as an industry, and how those savings can be passed on to the consumers, to the shareholders, and to the company, and the benefit of the employees. And that's what we've tried to do at BTL. We've tried to take care of the customers. That's the backdrop. Overcapacity and the cost implicated with us having that overcapacity, and how expensive it is. Now, all of this information has been compiled, and over the last week, we've been meeting individually and in groups, exposing, because there's a lot of material, exposing directors to these proposals, this potential opportunity. And that process is continuing, and it will continue today.
One of the main critiques of the purchase is regarding the profitability of the move. Lizarraga explained that the acquisition would increase BTL's fiber and broadband infrastructure.
These companies are not, in our view, cable companies. We're focused more on the broadband side. On the fiber, these companies have been, as you well know, moving over to a fiber backbone and fiber infrastructure. These companies, I'm told, have invested a lot of money over the years in upgrading their fiber backbones and their fiber runs, and you know that. So, then first of all, they're not cable. We call them content over fiber now. That's the drift. That's where it's going. Mm-hmm. So what has a significant value for us, quite frankly, is the customer base and the cash flows. Projections in the reports that we've all been exposed to show all of that, right? What the impact will be, what their audited profit and loss was, and what we project going forward. So as far as I'm told, all the companies will be accretive. The monies coming from them will be accretive. They'll be positive, won't be negative. They have positive flows, all of them. We are looking at the value of the cash flows, and the consumers because we have excess capacity on our network.
During this morning's press conference, BTL Chairman Mark Lizarraga was also questioned about the perceived conflict of interest concern that was raised by the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry. According to the BCCI, there seems to be a link between SpeedNet and persons connected to the government of Belize. The connections don't stop there, however. Smart is owned by a family member of the Prime Minister, the same Prime Minister that appointed Lizarraga to the board. Lizarraga is also the brother of the owner of CTI Cable, Pedro Lizarraga. Today, Chairman Lizarraga was asked about the seeming conflict of interest.
One of the first things we did when we came to BTL was we put in a conflict of interest policy. As well, you will know, we put in, I shouldn't be telling you this, you know this already. We put in the small shareholder as the chairperson for the internal audit subcommittee of the board. That chairperson reports directly to the board, not to the CEO or not to the chairman as was once the practice. So we've tried to separate that. When the conversations became serious this time around, I declared my potential conflict, the perception of conflict. We have a declaration form that the company has whenever we're in these positions. Directors have used it in the past when they perceived conflict situations. And I'll be honest with you, my position when it comes to the board will be that I will have to recuse myself. What we have done is we've set up independent processes along the way. Ian has been responsible for compiling this presentation along with external input, of course, and then we'll be guided by that process. So it's going to come to the board. Yes, I'm the chairman. Yes, I know that negotiations are taking place, but we have independent exercises taking place at the same time.
It seems like private enrichment.
That's the seed that you have planted quite well. And I'm hoping that at the end of the day, you will see that what we're doing is in the best interest of the company and that the savings, the efficiencies that will come to the market rather than continuing the race to the bottom, which is of no good to nobody, especially when we have a responsibility of maintaining our network to a certain standard. You don't want to go back to the stage where we have to be starving the company of capital, having the assets depreciate because we can't maintain them properly, which is where we were, right? We couldn't because we had a big hit from COVID as well. So the company never have money to invest in the maintenance of the assets, the maintenance of the buildings, the maintenance of the equipment. I don't want to start to cry and tell you how much we've had to clean up, invest, and rebuild. But continuing that needless fight for a race to the bottom is of benefit to no one, least of all to us. So we prefer to take the approach. Make we go to fight, but kill them, buy them out. That takes them out completely.
Following unconfirmed reports that BTL is in the final stages of acquiring Smart, Centaur, Central Television and Internet, and Southern Cable Network, multiple reliable sources are reporting that Chandra Nisbet Cancino has resigned from the board of directors of BTL. Nisbet Cancino serves as chairlady of the Social Security Board and was BTL's representative from the Social Security Board. According to reports, her resignation is linked to her inability to support BTL's proposed $170 million acquisition of the companies. Sources further indicate that the Social Security Board of Directors convened an emergency meeting on Tuesday evening to discuss the proposed acquisition, which was scheduled to be presented to BTL's board today. Both the United Democratic Party and National Trade Union Congress of Belize are calling on the Board of Directors of Belize Telemedia Limited to pause the approval of the proposed acquisition brought before them by Smart and other local cable operators. The UDP stated that the process must first meet standards of transparency, arguing that the public and the key stakeholders have not been given enough information about the deal. The party further challenged the inclusion of cable operators, saying, and we quote, "Cable service is not synonymous with telecommunications infrastructure, and it cannot automatically be treated as a strategic national asset, requiring preservation through a publicly influenced deal," end quote. The UDP expanded by saying, and again we quote, "If cable companies are included, the public deserves a clear explanation of why, what exactly is being bought, who benefits, and how this serves the national interests, not private advantage. It appears to make no economic sense to burden tax-paying dollars with cable companies that are already near obsolescence in the face of modern technology and streaming," end quote. The party warns that moving forward without disclosure or independent review could erode public trust and resistance. As I stated, the NTUCB has also raised several concerns, warning that the acquisition poses a threat to the pensions of Belizean workers if proceeded without proper safeguards. The union reiterated, saying that the move could be, and we quote, "the direct exposure of Social Security funds to speculative risk, given that the Social Security Board owns 36% of BTL shares. Workers' pension contributions must not be gambled on a transaction lacking independent valuation, full transparency, and parliamentary oversight," end quote. The NTUCB is urging the BTL board to slow down and provide further details, ensuring that any decision made is in the best interests of not only the company, but also workers, pensioners, and the wider Belizean public. 4 social partner senators, Honorable Kevin Herrera, Honorable Louis Wade, Honorable Glenfield Dennison, and the Honorable Janelle Chinona, have issued a joint statement on the proposed BTL acquisition, calling the move a sordid initiative. This statement reads in part, and we quote, "We align with the calls made by the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the NTUCB for a pause of all decisions related to acquisition of commercial assets by BTL, pending full disclosure of all relevant information, including, but not limited to, independent valuations and rationale," end quote. The senators later added that any decision to transform the telecommunications landscape into a monopoly is regressive, and reaffirmed their service as social partner senators who, and again we quote, "will act as a unified bloc to exercise our powers and functions as senators to counter what we deem to be a sordid initiative." We'll take our first break, and when we return, we'll bring you an exclusive interview with the Mayor of Belmopan following the murder of Mark Anthony Gabriel. Stay tuned.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City E-Ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first E-Ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select E-Ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your E-Ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one E-Ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Drop it like it's hot.
Come to Banquet, find your way. Engines roar at the break of day. Volvo outboard surf the waves. Castrol oil is what they crave. Live with power, feel the sound. Heavy machines shake the ground. Riding Honda, feeling proud. Rev it up and shout aloud. Feel the wind against your skin. Smell so wide, let's begin. At Banquet, where dreams ignite. Gear up, and let's take flight. Kohler's power runs our towns. JCB lifts heavy pounds. Find the tools to build your dreams. Banquet's got the best machines. Grip the wheel and never slip. Feel the rush, it's time to trip. Every brand you know and love. Banquet fits you like a glove. Feel the wind against your skin. Smell so wide, let's begin. At Banquet, where dreams ignite. Gear up, and let's take flight.
Banquet, equipment, parts, service. We represent quality.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City E-Ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first E-Ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select E-Ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your E-Ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one E-Ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
it's hot.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Welcome back. The Garden City continues to grapple with the loss of 55-year-old Mark Gabriel, who was murdered Wednesday evening. Gabriel, a Caribbean chicken delivery driver, was gunned down while on his delivery route by two individuals on a motorcycle. A photo believed to be placed to the suspects at the scene has been circulating on social media. In response, Belmopan City Councillor Sana Kal has taken initiative, calling upon the community, especially businesses, to come forward with tips and surveillance footage that could help identify those responsible.
Well, as two head better than one. Together we can make something different. Together we can make a change. I believe with the community on board, business sectors, everybody have a part to do making the city better. I believe that we can all get together, and as I mentioned in my post, it was the reward. I believe that someone needs to talk. Someone has to talk. Someone needs to get up and say something about it. I know somebody knows something. And together we can make that happen. Together we can make someone talk. I believe in my police department. I know Belmopan has a surveillance camera all around the city in different posts. And I spoke to the commissioner today, and he mentioned to me that they're active. And thank God, good news is that arrest will be pronto. And I hope that happens. But even if it doesn't happen right now, the community can get together and get something done together though. We need to make it together. Do it together. Together everything is possible, Paul. Everything is possible.
Cal says that so far the public has responded well and emphasized the need for the community to work together to restore peace and safety in Belmopan.
I have received several calls, and not only for this, what occurred this week, but for different situations. As an elected official, I think I know that every elected official receives calls every day in regards to not only crime but concerns that happen around the city. But for this one, I have received several calls, and with the post that I did, I honestly didn't expect it went so viral. But I have received several calls even asking me where to deposit the money because they want to make something, they want to make a difference. And I'm not talking about one call, I'm talking about several calls this morning. And I'm happy for that. I see the energy from my community willing to be a part of this change. And I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Belmopan has not reached that level, I believe. Belmopan has not reached that level that we're so worried, but yes, we're worried. But also, the city council needs to being a part of the council. But I think the city council needs to be more active with the police department. The city council needs to have more community meetings and public meetings. We also need to reach out to the neighborhood watch and also have this commitment with the police, especially with these surrounded cameras around. We need to take this very serious, and also we need to let the criminals know that we are watching them. And with the help of the city council and the police department and the neighborhood watch, and as I said, everybody have a part of it. Community, even children have a part of it because they see things. And we need to get together. The main point of this is to unite, have a community unite as one. Don't worry about politics, but unite as one. As one. Don't worry about politics, but unite as one.
The capital city is still reeling from the murder of Belmopan resident 55-year-old Mark Gabriel. Gabriel was gunned down on Wednesday, January 7th, after a routine delivery for Caribbean chicken. After leaving Sunny City supermarket, Gabriel was accosted by two armed individuals and his life was cut short. A murder in the capital is a rare occurrence, and according to the mayor of Belmopan, even one murder is one too many.
We believe that one murder that has happened is one too much already. Unfortunately, it happened right after a time of celebration and festivities. So it's very unfortunate. We need to try and ensure that we start implementing a bit of additional measures so that, or at least reinforce some of the existing measures as well, that so that we can have better data or information sharing, better data capturing, so that as citizens we also have a responsibility to try and promote safety. So that is one of the things that I wanted to request from the Belmopan community. Let us try to ensure that we participate in neighborhood watch groups. I know that we have about 6 or 7 neighborhood groups across the city. I think we also need to explore new initiatives in the line of the data gathering. Part of this team's vision for the city was to try and implement or create a dashcam movement within our residents, so that initially we could have utilized this type of footage to report and catch violations, traffic violations. It's not something that we have taken on a serious note as yet, but if we had started that movement already, the footage caught by these dash cams could have assisted in better evidence gathering. So I think as citizens we have that responsibility to also try and ensure that we do our part to promote safety.
Shortly before our news time, the Belize Police Department announced that they have made an arrest in the murder of Gabriel. 25-year-old Wilhelm Koye from Camelot Village has been arrested and charged for the murder. Despite the capital city's uptick in crime, the mayor of Belmopan still believes that the Garden City remains one of the safest places in the country to live. Mayor Kawich stated that after the murder of well-known Belmopan resident Mark Gabriel, he met with the area representative and Minister of Home Affairs, the Honorable Oscar Mira, to discuss citizen security.
I do believe it is still one of the safest municipalities. Unfortunately, crime happens everywhere. We just need to try and ensure that we as a community work together to minimize the effect or crime on a whole as much as we can. I have reached out to the area rep specifically for this case with Mr. Gabriel. The intent was more of a specific assistance. The council was basically extending an invitation. Please let us know if and how the council can assist in this matter, if any. Obviously, we need to leave investigations and things like that to the experts. That is obviously the police department. So I have been in communication with officers within the department to get updates. So thankfully, I believe the information has been released that some suspects have been taken into custody. So it's only to start applying the law and ensuring that all evidence is properly documented.
Mark Anthony Gabriel is the capital's first murder victim for the new year. Is the Belmopan City Council broke after hosting its New Year's Eve concert? On the 31st of December, the Belmopan City Council held its second annual New Year's concert. A few days later, when the council returned to office, they issued a press release stating that the city's garbage collection would be placed on a brief pause due to mechanical issues. Following the release, one social media blogger took to Facebook and claimed that the council spent over $100,000 on the concert and could not afford to fix their garbage trucks. Today, we sat down with the mayor who laid those rumors to rest.
Can't recall the exact figure. It was not $100,000 as stated by that media post.
More or less?
Less. As usual, that media entity always spins incorrect information. In terms of the success in the perspective of the council, yes, we do believe that the event itself was a success. In our estimation, I think we attracted about 6,000 residents to the event. It went up until 2:30 in the morning, and we managed to hold on to the crowd, entertain them, and in our view, everybody enjoyed the celebration.
Was the concert in any way linked to the garbage collection failures like the post was alluding to?
Absolutely not. They have nothing to do with one another. I don't believe that any release that came from the council said that there was a funding issue. We had mentioned there were technical difficulties which lean more towards mechanical issues with parts. So again, it's just political mischief and misdirection, misinformation that was being spread. But that will always happen. So it's not any kind of information that we put any reliance on.
We'll take our last break and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
You see, the thing with me is that I just like my freedom, and when it comes to things like that, I just don't like feel tied down.
You think I don't know, but like my granny said, every part have their color.
Well, I could say, I just do the runs, but one thing I could tell you, you can't deny one good connection.
Why get tied down? With Smart Supercharged prepaid plans, you get all the postpaid perks you love, but with no contracts. Just pay up front for your talk, text, and data package and enjoy total freedom for up to 30 days and starting as low as $35. That's right, no commitments for less than $1.25 per day. Just simple, flexible plans that keep you connected your way. Because with Smart, you call the shots. Dial 7526 or star 100#. Use the Smart app or visit a Smart prepaid agent to supercharge your connectivity today. Smart, bringing people together.
Hey, babe, I need some cash.
Okay, why not transfer some?
Short on cash? Make up the difference with V-Bucks. Transfer V-Bucks quickly and easily. Enjoy your shopping experience at V-Mart or any other Benny's entity and get rewarded today.
Mom, nothing fast, but how you do that just now?
V-Bucks?
V-Bucks, rewarding loyalty.
Welcome back. 60-year-old Austin Oliveira Sr., who pleaded guilty earlier this week to a charge of theft, is now a free man after being fined in court, though he maintains that he is not a thief. Oliveira Sr. was charged in connection with the withdrawal of $100 from Bernard King's ATM account after King reported his bank card stolen. Despite never being found in possession of the ATM card, Oliveira pleaded guilty to the offense and returned the money. On Friday, the court imposed a non-custodial sentence, fining him $200 plus a $5 court cost, which he was ordered to pay by the end of the day. Speaking to the media afterward, Oliveira Sr., a 22-year-old military veteran, said the incident was an honest mistake and insisted he had no intention of stealing the money.
Out in the public to understand that me, Mr. Oliveira, retired soldier of the Defense Force, I'm not a thief. I'm not. It wasn't my fault that I went to that machine and found that card in there. It could have been happened to anybody. You understand me? So please, or I beg me, man, not try to spread my name or try to bring me down, because that's the way they try to do it, they try to bring me down. They don't have already spread my name already anyway. So I don't want to make me know, make me see the real Mr. Oliveira listen to me good. I never steal nothing from nobody. The owner of the card could have come out and tell me plate. He left it in the machine. But no, he never come out and tell the people that. He went and reported that I stole the card. Which I could have never stolen no card, because if the card was even stolen from me, I couldn't use it in the machine. I couldn't enter the machine to get out of the machine. Because to be honest, I'm still there, the talk yo. But the inside, try get over it, because everybody tell me try get over it, because then you see things like this. This is the right over part of me stand up right here. I don't feel like that's something where, because it's still torture me in my mind.
Okay.
Understand me? So I try to get over it, because like what I said, don't put too much pressure on yourself to try to kill yourself to worry after when people say out here.
Yeah.
They're not in my shoes. That's why I say it could have happened to anybody. I don't care how good they're good. It could have happened to them.
Thanks, Mr.
It don't matter who. It could have happened to them. But not just the people away and the system.
The 24-year-old Ladyville man has been charged in connection with a 2023 murder that claimed the life of a young resident. Police today arrested and charged Johnny Quilter, an unemployed resident of Ladyville, with the murder of 21-year-old James Kelvin Byington. Quilter appeared unrepresented before Magistrate Manon Dennison in Court Number 6, where he was read a single charge of murder. No plea was taken, and due to the nature of the offense, bail was denied. Quilter was remanded to the Belize Central Prison until the 16th of March of 2026. According to police, on May 4th of 2023, Byington and his brothers were involved in an altercation with several individuals at the Ladyville Sports Complex. After the confrontation, Byington was walking along Seagull Street when he was allegedly approached from the direction of the basketball court and shot. Police say witness statements indicate that Quilter was seen handing a firearm to Tyler Smith, who allegedly fired the fatal shot. Smith is reported to have fled the country and is believed to be residing in the United States. Police investigations into the matter are ongoing. And that's the news. Thank you for joining us from all of us here at Plus TV. Have a good night and God bless.